Hey everyone, Justin here. So, I got some hidden camera glasses for Christmas, with that being said, I thought I'd keep my promise and I would return to Virginia Center Commons. So this way we can get a better quality video. Now, disclaimer, this is the first time I've ever used the camera glasses, so if any of the angles seem a little weird, well, I'm learning. So we returned. It was a little busier than when it was like when I went in the summertime, but it was a couple days after Christmas when I went, so that might explain it. Now, something I thought was kind of interesting was that the Sears was now hiring. I was kind of surprised because, Regency Mall lost their Sears and Colonial Heights, or South Park Mall, lost their Sears, or they're losing their Sears. So I was surprised that out of the three enclosed malls, that the dying mall was the one that kept their Sears. So kind of interesting. Another thing that's interesting is that, as I learned in doing my Eastgate Mall video, that this Sears was actually originally the one from the Eastgate Mall. So that was kind of neat. So yeah, this part was interesting. Was trying to remember where exactly the main mall entrance was. I thought I'd do the video basically the same way I came in last time through the Sears. And plus, I wanted to see if the Sears was going away or how it was doing. So, I saw lots of sales, a lot of clearance sales. I don't think it had anything to do with the mall closing or any of the stores going out of business. I think it was just the stores like getting rid of all the holiday stuff and getting ready for the new year. So, as you can see up ahead, I finally found the mall entrance. So I didn't really go into too many stores, and that's not for a lack of interest, but, well, because this was my first time with the camera glasses, I didn't really know, like, what was open, or, not what was open, but I didn't know how much time I had on the camera. But then when I saw that it was 8 gigabytes, I was like, yeah, I should have some time, so. But I only went in stores if I thought there was something of interest. I didn't, go into, because if I went into every store, this video would be very long. So even though that's saying something, considering there's not many stores left in here. Although, like I said, a lot more people in here than there was last time, but I guess that's kind of to be expected because it was the summertime. And, yeah. So, whereas this was a couple days after Christmas, so probably people coming back and doing their returns. I'm going to be quiet during some of this video so you guys can enjoy the sights, and yeah, I'll chime in when I think there's something worth commenting on. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this return to Virginia Center Commons. So here I went back down through the Macy's wing. Something I noticed about this mall, and I don't know what it was, so someone had told me that in the summertime they did not turn the AC on, like they had fans blowing in the stores. I didn't see that in every store when I was here, but I will say, like, this area where the Macy's was, oh my gosh, it felt cold. Like, yeah, it was really cold outside. Like last week and even this week, it was in the 20s during the day. But in this area, like, God, it felt like about 50, which 50's not bad, but when you consider you're inside, it's pretty cold. Here's the jewelry store. So, when I was here last time, the store was about to close. And as we can see now, it is totally closed. Yeah, so with that being said, I'm actually going to keep the old video up. Yeah, I know it was not the best angles or quality, but I want to keep it, well, one, for the commentary, and two, I thought it would be kind of a timestamp. Like, let's see how the mall's changed in the 3 months. Yeah, I think I went at like the end of August or beginning of September. But anyway, so I thought I would kind of leave that there as a timestamp. And something else that was kind of interesting was I noticed that a lot of the stores, or there's a lot of signs talking about mall walkers, so I think that's the majority of the traffic that's been coming here. So now, I tried to get a look inside to see if we could see anything in the Macy's. I don't think we really found much in here, though. Now, let's take a look. The lights are still on, which is interesting. I don't know if it's because it's the mall's power, or did they just not, or did Macy's just not end their contract with the electric company? Of course, I did always wonder, how long had that Macy's been gone? If somebody can tell me down below, that'd be very helpful. Oh, I have to say, I love these camera glasses. Yeah, they're gonna take some getting used to, but yeah, it was so nice to be able to walk around and record without having to worry about, being either harassed by like mall walkers or security. And of course, the whole point is just to document. So it'll be nice to have this video up in case, God forbid, the mall actually does go away. Alright, now here's what we're coming up to on the right. Someone had mentioned this in the comments of the last video I did. The Circus Playhouse. So somebody told me there was like creepy clown statues or something in there. Sorry, excuse the noises. I'm kind of getting over being sick. Anyway, someone told me there was like creepy clown fixtures in there. I looked. I did not see anything. Hopefully you can see in there. I kind of cover it up or cover over the glasses so you guys can see. It didn't look like there was anything in there, and it was funny because even when I was here last time, there was signs on the door that says we will set up when the birthday party is here, or something like that. But I did not see anything in there. Now, something interesting as we come back, the lights came on, but I didn't see anybody inside, now that was kind of creepy. Alright, now, something I definitely have to do, and I'm about to do it here, is gotta check the fountains. I didn't think they'd be turned on, but yep, they definitely weren't turned on here. It's kind of sad to just leave such nice looking fountains there and not do anything with them. And then the sign, of course, said, "Fountains are here for your enjoyment." Well, I think they were there for my enjoyment a while ago. So now we are going to make our way back to the food court. Now, funny enough, this is where I kept running into the security guard last time I was here. And I didn't see him this time, but there was a security guard there, but like I said, they just thought I was wearing regular glasses, so I just kept on walking. So here we are in the food court. Like I said, much busier day today than last time I was here. Food court really hadn't changed like much at all, or period, since I was here last time. But something interesting I did learn between the last time I was here and through the comment section of the last video. Well, I'll tell you about it when we get to it. It should be shortly. I went in the arcade to see if it had, how it looked. Kind of depressing. Like half the machines didn't even work. And then if you look up top, I'll turn to it in a second. Half the neon lights don't even work. Yeah, surprised there was no attendant in there. Yeah, if you can look, you see the neon lights, like half of them don't even work. And yeah, half the machines don't even work either. Kind of sad, I miss arcades and malls, and then we finally have one, and well, it doesn't even work. Okay, so now I'll tell you what I was going to tell you. So the standing restaurant here, when I came here around a year ago, to deliver food to somebody, this place was open. It was like a seafood restaurant, I think. Someone in the comment section had actually told me that, actually someone else had messaged me too, saying that was a Ruby Tuesdays when the mall first opened. Which is interesting because I really wish malls would have more sit-down restaurants. Unrelated, but Chesterfield Town Center used to have one, and so did South Park Mall. But if anyone remembers Spinnaker's restaurant, definitely comment below. I miss that place. Now, I always thought that gazebo was interesting. I always wondered, like, was that just there for display, or, like, did they use that for anything, like, shows or anything like that? Now, we walk down through the JCPenney's. JCPenney still appeared to be doing okay. Now the Gymboree, if it's either here or near the Burlington Coat Factory, but the Gymboree, the children's clothing store, that actually had totally closed. It was doing their liquidation sale when I was here last time, but it is totally closed. I think it was near the Burlington. There's Spencer's, kind of a staple at a lot of shopping malls, at least indoor shopping malls, and I haven't seen them too many at the outdoor ones. Yeah, I walked in just a little bit to see how it was doing and seemed to be doing okay, so I left. And now we are going down the wing that last time I was here was pretty much completely dead. This was, I think it was the American Family. Well, it was originally, I think, the Leggett and then Belk anchor wing, but I think it was then turned into an American Family, which is no longer around. But we'll find out when we get closer. That building we just walked past, I know some people told me that I thought it was like a movie theater, and I know some people corrected me in the comment section that that was not a theater, but I always wondered what that was. That is such an interesting looking storefront, and I always wondered what was in there. I believe that was a church. Yep, there's the American Family entrance, or well, at least what it once was. It's no longer there anymore. You know, something else that I wish I'd recorded more of was the outside, but like I said, it was 20 degrees outside. I didn't really want to hang out. Something that I noticed about the outside was, you know, there was a lot of what almost looked like black mold on the outside. I'm not even sure what to call it, but it was all over the outside of the building, which made it very unappealing looking. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know what it was. It just was not very appealing. As far as the small state, looked a little better than the last time I came here, but that's not saying much. Now, do I think this mall could go away? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. I'm actually kind of surprised it's still doing as well as it is. We just need to see what the new owners are going to do with it. Well, they owned it for about a year now, so I mean, I guess if they haven't really done too much with it, I can't imagine it's going to get better for them all. So originally that was where I was going to stop the video right there, because like I said, I didn't know how much time I had on the camera. But what I did was I actually went back to the arcade because I took my glasses off to eat lunch and I didn't want to call attention to myself. So I just went in the arcade, put the glasses back on. So I decided, once I said, hey, we should have enough time on here to check out some stuff. I thought at the very least I would check out some more of the anchors. Because as I've said in many of these abandoned mall videos, is that usually it's when the anchors start leaving that it's a very bad sign. So, but until then, I just thought I'd check out some of the stuff I didn't get to see before. Now, this sign was very interesting. It was talking about don't feed the birds, and then it also said don't leave breadcrumbs for the birds, or else mall walking privileges could be taken away. First of all, I don't even know how birds are getting in there. And second of all, I don't know why. I found it kind of funny that apparently people were leaving breadcrumbs for the birds. But also, I'm not really sure how that's gonna work if they take away mall walking privileges. Like, how are they really gonna know who are the mall walkers and who is like just going there, like maybe have gone shopping and then are going to the next store, or on their way, just came in and on their way to a store. So I don't really know how they're gonna swing that, but maybe people will stop leaving breadcrumbs around so we can find out. Okay, yes, so the Gymboree was outside of the Burlington Coat Factory. There to the left yeah, there it is, right there. They were closing the last time I was here, but now they're definitely closed. So at first I actually thought the Burlington Coat Factory was gonna close because there was a bunch of empty shelves at the beginning of the mall, so I thought, oh my gosh, if this is closing, we're definitely walking around here. But yeah, it turns out it was just those couple shelves. It still was not a very inviting looking. It made it honestly kind of look like a cheap discount store. Which, nothing against cheap discount stores, but not when you're in a shopping mall. Something I did notice is that I will say at least they still decorated for Christmas. I feel like a lot of dead malls in their position wouldn't have done that. Alright, here we go. Here's where the lights were on in the Circus Playhouse. But then I went and looked and I didn't see anyone in there. Now, by the way, the person who commented there was telling me how this place could have killed them all. And I don't know about all that, but I will say it's very interesting to read the reviews about that place. They were pretty bad. Anything from rude employees to managers to, just them not caring, It's pretty interesting. I'll post a link to the reviews in the description of the video so you guys can check it out. Kind of wish they still had the creepy statues in there. That would have been interesting to see. Oh wait, it did kind of look like there was someone in there, but still, I kind of Can't imagine what they were doing. I can't imagine a couple days after Christmas there would have been birthday parties there. So for those of you that frequented Virginia Center Commons, what do you think was the downfall of this place? I didn't frequent the small, like I said in the last one. First time I ever went to the small was in 2010. And even then I didn't really go through the mall. I really just went to the food court and then that was about it. And then we went to the movie theater that was outside a couple blocks away. Like I said, it's been a while, so I don't remember exactly where everything was. But even then I don't remember the small being too terribly busy. But yeah, if somebody who frequented the small can tell me what it looked like back in what the downfall was, that'd be kind of interesting to hear. So from what I understand, the mall was pretty busy. This was the spot back in the day. In fact, I remember one comment on the last video where they said, "Man, this was my childhood. This was so depressing to see." And yeah, it is always kind of depressing to see your childhood spots, just kind of disappear like that. Or at least be like a shell of what they used to be. And I was seeing if that was another interesting sign. It wasn't really much of anything. So will I do another video here at Virginia Center Commons? I really doubt it for now. I feel like I've done pretty much everything I can for now. I think the only way I would come back to the mall is if, they announce that it's totally closing up for good. Other than that, I don't really think there's much else I can get out of this place. I'm definitely following it to see, what happens with it. Will it close up? Will it hit the abandoned state? But those are, the two things that would bring me back here is when they announce that it's closing, I would definitely do a tour of the mall. When it's abandoned, I don't know. The thing with going to abandoned places like that, I've never actually gone into an abandoned mall. If that was to happen, I think I would definitely try to talk to the owners first. I definitely want to try to do things the right way. I don't really want to jeopardize my freedom. But yeah, I think I would, if the owners were cool with me coming in there, I would totally do it. But yeah, I'm not sure I'd come in here if it was abandoned. And, it's for legal reasons and also for safety. Like, when I recorded an abandoned motel here in Petersburg, the reason I did not go into any of the units is I had heard stories about drug dealers living in there, so I didn't want to run into any unsavory characters. In fact, actually, that place is totally fenced off now. So I'm glad I got footage of that when I did. But anyway, guys, I will be quiet and let you enjoy what little is left here. It's not much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was a little better quality than the last one. Definitely plan to give these camera glasses a little bit more of a workout, so anyway, be sure to leave a rating, post any stories you have about Virginia Center Commons, share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys next time.